What is up, guys? We're here, Hot Pit Autofest round 4. We're back at Orange Show Speedway, ready to have some fun. We finished the driver's meeting, practice just started. It's been an absolute crazy day just to get here and have a running car. I'll have to fill you guys in on details later, but for now we're gonna get out on track and get the first couple laps of practice in.
What's up with the car?
We did one practice lap. The first 3 zones felt good. Wait, there are only 3 zones. The first 2 zones felt good. Transitioned into zone 3 and the car cut out. I think we're having fuel slosh issues, which is my fault for not filling up on the way here, but I brought a can full of gas, so just topped it off. We're gonna get back out there and get a few more laps of practice while the night is still young. Spin you? Oh, nice. Yeah. You were like not moving.
Yeah, I was just like, it was like crab walking. I was like, what the hell?
Sick. Well, have fun fixing it. I'm gonna get back out on track.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, practice lap number 2. We got a full tank of gas. Should be good now. Day 1 of practice is in the books. Ending the day feeling pretty good. The last lap I did was spot on. I mean, I don't want to say perfect because it wasn't, but it was the best lap I've done all day. I've got my reference points dialed in. I know exactly what I need to do, and I'm feeling super good going into tomorrow. But for now, I'm gonna get some rest. It's like 11 o'clock at night. We've been driving all day, so I'll catch up with you guys bright and early in the morning.
No, don't get me. No.
Good morning from Orange Show Speedway. We're back. It's game day today. We ended off the night last night feeling good in practice, and we started off the day right with some pretty good breakfast burritos. The whole team's feeling good. We've got the new merch on. Check it out. We've got a driver's meeting to get to, and then we're gonna go have some fun.
John Burrito, baby.
That's all right. We'll put it in the
You have your own. You have your own.
How are you feeling today?
Feeling great. I got my John Burrito. John came through. He's feeding us, and we feel great.
How are you feeling today?
Pretty good. We ended practice on a decent level. I need to drive better though. So.
Full drive better. How are you feeling today?
Turn off the camera.
You ready to party?
I'm always ready to party.
Are you ready to party?
I'm ready to party. All right, driver's meeting is over. Practice started. I'm about to get out on grid. Just checking tire pressures. We got a new bottle of nitrous in there. We already did our chip pull and pulled a low number, but thankfully there's no death match because there's right at, I think, 32 drivers. But it put me up against Blaze. Did really well last round. He's a great driver, but we'll worry about that when it's time for battles. Let's go have some fun in practice.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. We did good. Practice is over. Feeling good. Actually really good. That last lap was one of the better ones of the day. So
I'm turning your nitrous off.
okay, he's turning my nitrous off. But I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. I'm up against Blaze, so it's like really stiff competition, but hey, I know he can drive, so that means I can chase confidently. So we're gonna have some fun. I think we got a little bit of downtime. Maybe I should eat something, but
Yeah, you should.
we're having a good time. The car feels great. I think we have the setup dialed in. I've been taking notes all day, making tiny little adjustments. That's one of the things you got to do, not only in competitive drifting, when you have the slowest car here, you have to take every little adjustment possible to make sure the car is as competitive as possible. And I think we're there. Like I said earlier, we have some stiff competition with Blaze, but I'm gonna give it all I got and have a good time doing it.
What do you think about the track?
The track, I love this place. I've driven here a couple times. This track is the reason I wanted to drive Hot Pit, is because this is about the limit of what my car can do and still like be competitive, at least feel like it is. And this is the only event we've done here this year. So that plan backfired, but hey, I'm having a good time this weekend. I love being here. And I'm hanging out with all the homies.
Yeah, how many times have you driven this track?
This would be my 4th time, I believe. So feeling pretty good. I was just here last weekend, which I think helped a lot. We were able to kind of get over the learning curve with that.
Good. Oh no!
cigarette right now.
Probably be good.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Speaking of hard chargers, we got some hard chargers right here. We got Tony Crispin and Blaze Potts. Here we go, Blaze Potts. Smooth transition into the outer wall. And keeping it a little tight.
Beautiful.
Nice little transition to the outer zone. And Tony Crispin lacking in the proximity department. Blaze Potts putting on a clinic here. That extra horsepower is really helping him out right now. Beautiful around that last little bend is Blaze Potts.
Yep.
And that stock 350Z, let's see what he can do in the lead position. He's going to have to do something big here.
Yeah, what a good run it was. It was truly a good lead run from Blaze Potts.
I mean, he drew it out. He drew the line for him.
There were a few sections where he could have been a little deeper.
Could have maybe entered the zone a little deeper. He kind of entered shallow on the zone. But Tony Crispin, nice little transition midway up the bank. Good proximity from Blaze Potts, giving him some space to transition there, and then dives back in the outer zone. Tony Crispin punting that cone. Good proximity again from Blaze Potts. He's going to dive in here again, I believe. And here we come. Yes, he is. Tony Crispin, beautiful entrance into that outer zone. Goes a little far, but look at Blaze Potts with almost a contact there.
I have to give it to Tony Crispin right now. That was nice.
That was a nice lead run.
That was a nice lead run, and once again, we have to bear in mind that he is underpowered in comparison.
Maybe he's got 275 horsepower or something like that.
Something like
what do
that.
those things make?
But he did a very good job.
Yeah, that was a beautiful lead run.
Once again, and I keep on saying this, but I really like how he entered outer zone 3. He scrubbed it. It was deep.
Yeah.
It was
He
good.
was real deep.
Like,
I believe he might have dropped the tire getting into the middle of that zone, but it was a nice little, almost bad.
Yeah.
Almost 45.
Well, don't think I won that one. Chase was just terrible.
You'll have a lot of work to do in the chase, man. That was not good. Well, that's a wrap on Hot Pit. Unfortunately, got knocked out in the top 32 by Blaze. My chase was just not there. I timed a few things wrong, and unfortunately with the power gap that we have between us, there's no room for errors in the chase. Lesson learned there. My lead was great, felt great, looked great. I was in all the zones, so I'm happy about that. Really just need to work on being way more aggressive in the chase, or getting quite a bit more power, because that would solve the problem too. But both of those things are to come, hopefully sooner rather than later. And now that I'm out, it's time to go cheer on Alex.
Oh, and a nice flow. No,
dude, I saw him flicking.
Oh, you heard it coming. You saw it coming.
Oh, I saw it.
I did.
How do you feel?
I feel great right now. We look like celebrities. Look at this. Hella autographs.
If it wasn't for that, it would have. What a crazy round of Hot Pit that was. I've got to say, it was the best one I've done so far, and while the results may not speak for it, it's everything else that happened that I feel made it one of the best. I never even told you guys what actually happened the morning of. So I had a pretty mellow Friday morning, just kind of loading everything up, getting ready to drive down there. It's like an hour drive from my house to the track. And as I was getting ready to leave, I realized I didn't have the keys to the Z. Couldn't find them. I ended up tearing the truck apart, tore the car apart, tore my bedroom apart, tore the garage apart, looked everywhere. I mean, I spent like a solid hour, and I went from thinking I was going to be early to the track to ending up almost late. And I finally just made the call to just get on the road, drive to the track, because I knew I couldn't miss the driver's meeting, and I'll just figure it out there. I was trying to call the track to see maybe if I left the keys there when I was there the week before for the AmSlam event. Nobody answered the phone. I was kind of in a panic, but again, it's like, okay, let's just move forward. It is what it is. We'll figure it out. On my drive down to the track, I called 3 or 4 locksmiths that were local to the track and said, hey, can you meet me at the track at this time and get me a key to this car? Finally found a guy that said, absolutely, I will be there. Literally pulled into the track, pushed the car off the trailer because we had no key, and the guy showed up in 10 minutes. I opened the door. I said, please just make this happen. And he did. He spent 30 minutes on the car, cut and programmed a new key, and the thing fired up. And it was such a weight off my shoulders. The dumbest thing ever. I don't think I've ever lost the keys to a car in my life. And the fact that it happened the day of a really big competition, it was tough. It was definitely tough. But like I said, I've learned to just kind of adapt this mentality that just says, okay, we just have to move forward. The situation is what it is. I don't want to dwell on the situation. It's time to find a solution. It was a big sign of mental growth for me to just kind of brush it off and move on. The car started, we're good. We can have a good weekend. We can have some fun on track. And sure, it cost me a couple $100 to have a locksmith come out and make me a key, but really, in the grand scheme of things, it's not really a big deal. And I didn't let it get to me, which, like I said, that's a win for me, because a year ago, maybe even less, it would have affected me for quite a bit longer, because it was frustrating. I'm sure if you've ever been in a similar situation, you know what I'm talking about. But it was a rough start to the day. But like I said, I was able to brush it off, and I just kind of had this attitude all weekend of, I'm just going to go have fun. And I did. Every single practice lap. It was so much fun. And I think it shows in my driving, because most of the practice laps were pretty good, which is unlike me. I normally stress out. I get kind of like anxious or nervous, and I end up making mistakes. And most of the time I can pull it together and put down a good lap when it counts. But a lot of the time my practice is not fun, right? It's kind of stressful. I'm really trying to figure everything out. And I felt like I was able to drive a lot better with the attitude of, well, I'm just going to have fun, right? I was lining up with Alex, and we were getting a bunch of laps together, purposely lining up with other friends like John Schaefer and his crazy S14. That thing makes like triple the power my car makes, and it was just fun to drive with them. All that to say, aside from the results, it was an absolute blast of a weekend. I think everybody on the team had a good time, and I can see the growth within myself mentally and also as a driver. I mean, that was the fastest I've adapted to a track. Those are the best practice laps I've put down, and my competition lap was great. The chase was not so great, but that's all right. We'll work on that. But anyways, wrap this video up here. Sorry for rambling. I just had a lot to share. If you guys saw the new merch in the video, check it out. This is the front of the shirt. You saw the back in a few different clips. This is my new, we'll call it a supporters line, right? If you want to support me and what I'm doing, check this out. It's actually on a YouTube shop down below. Otherwise, you can go to tonycrispin.com and see all the merch I have. But that's going to be a wrap on this one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you could feel the good vibes throughout it, because like I said, I definitely had some fun. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and of course, catch you in the next one.